questions? Are you all done?
Darko, what kind of advancements in IQ of game do you expect to see?
Well, since the end of the season, he has been very diligent about his body. He did a really good job of improving his strength. He was really dedicated this summer towards that. So I'm really going to expect him to become more of a two-way player, really to enhance defense and the way we want to play on that side of the ball. Offensively, he's our best player when attacking closeouts. So we're going to be looking for the opportunities for him, obviously, to be point guard and bring the ball out of the floor, but also for him to be off the ball playing and creating some opportunities for him off the ball there as well.
How do you think? Sorry, Brad, you go ahead.
Does the body work? Is it just growing up, maturing into his body, or did you need to change things that he did?
A little bit of both. He changed a little bit of his nutrition as well. He adjusted a couple of things there. I spent with him last summer quite a bit of time. We were at Olympic Games in Paris together, and we were sharing meals together. I was like, he can eat. He eats a lot, But we just did not see improvements in adding more strength and more muscle. But with certain adjustments there, you can see now that his body looks much better.
There are a few guys on this. Go ahead.
How does his presence going to affect Scotty's role on offense?
Whose presence?
Brandon's
presence. I think it's going to really help to unlock what Scotty does really well. Last year we had Scotty play on the ball a lot, which we're going to continue seeing that and doing that. But also when he plays off the ball, when he's a screener and roller, when he plays in the dunker spot, just allows him to go more, get offensive rebounds and be efficient in that area. Scotty is really force for us in transition in open court with his early seals and post-ups. So I think they're going to complement each other quite well, to be honest with you.
And do you think Scotty will still play a lot of time on the ball, or is it just sort of more of a mix?
I think it's going to be a little bit less than it was in the past. So obviously with Quick, with RJ, with Bia, with Scotty, all of those guys can handle the ball. So they will be splitting those responsibilities more this year.
Going back to IQ, with all the talent that you have in that starting five and guys that are used to having the ball in their hands, how important is IQ's role going to be as the lead guard to kind of facilitate the offense and make sure that everyone's getting
it's going to be huge, So big part of what we're trying to do is we call it first touch. Once we get the ball after defensive rebounds, that on the first touch that we can really make quick decisions and advance the ball and have those kick aheads. And he's a bbig part of that. So he's going to be the one facilitating, looking for guys to get bigger guards in the front court to be able to finish, and then that's going to allow him to be off the ball early in the possession, which I think is going to help with playmaking abilities other guys, and now it's going to create closeouts back towards Quick, where he's very efficient.
You mentioned a few of the ball handlers that you guys have, but where does that put Jamal in this, with him being another guy?
Another guy that can do a really good job there. His force and the way he's playing with our second unit, he's going to be paramount with the second unit. He's the player that we expect him in this second year to make another jump as a player. So I see him being in the right mix with all of those guys.
Does that mean more off-ball utility in terms
No,
of...
not necessarily. With second unit, I think it's going to be, when he comes on the floor, I think he's going to be on the ball. I think what this does and the depth of our team, what it's allowing us, it's kind of almost always to have two starters being on the court at any point of time. So I think that having two starters playing in a second unit, I think is going to really, enhance that group there as well.
RJ was telling us after the season last year that kind of needed a bit of a break to reset after a couple of really long years on and off the court. It seems like he got that over the summer. It really seems like he's in a good place coming into the new season. Do you sense that as well, that he seems a little bit different from the end of last season?
For sure. I think he is stronger. I think he's in elite shape. All of those things are things that we pointed out to him as importance this summer. He did not play for Canada basketball this year, which gave him more time to work on his game and his body. I think he's in a great place, to be honest with you, and I think that he's going to play a great season.
We've heard a lot about Collin's defense. How do you measure his offense this season, and sort of what have you seen so far in training camp of him offensively?
He offensively, he's going to be a player that he can pass the ball really well. So we would like to see the ball in his hands. Is that bringing the ball up the floor? Is it catching and attacking closeouts? Is there going to be some pick and rolls or pick and pops? I think he can do quite a bit there for us, and it's going to be really interesting pairing him up together with Sandro, together with Scotty. Who is the roller? Who is spacing? I think it's going to open up a lot of options for us offensively.
Your Scotty's ready, so we'll do 2 more, please.
Yeah. Your reputation is as a very hands-on coach, which the continuity from last season and having the identity, are you looking forward to maybe doing a little bit more skill work individually with guys this season with the extra time?
Not necessarily. I love being with players, but over the last 2 years, I was really blessed to be on an amazing coaching staff, and we did not have any turnover on our coaching staff. So, as a unity, we're all on the same page. And when I'm watching my assistant coaches working with guys, it's like, yeah, I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. Obviously, I'm gonna step in and just to have that sweat equity with players and then be with them there. But I absolutely trust my coaches in the player development role.
Ochai last year kind of started to develop into like a 3-and-D type modern NBA player. Have you seen growth from him year over year, like coming into this year? Do you think he's ready to take on an even bigger role on a more competitive team?
Ochai, he's been steady with his development. There is one area of his game that he's been really accelerating over here, is that his hand activity and creating more steals, which is a big part of what we want to do as a team. And him as a spot-up shooter, I have absolute trust in him knocking down those shots. So I agree with you that he's developing into a great 3-and-D player.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Darko.
Thank you, guys.